Hi, welcome to another Mystic Dude Division 2 video. Today we're going to be looking at all things status. So I've got the shooting range on heroic, I've got my usual spread build on. So I'll quickly show you that. This is how I like to run it with the Scorpio and the Harmony, Val Mask, 4-piece Eclipse, or calibrated for status effects, with the 1-piece Golan for the 10% status effect brand. That's calibrated with haste and damage, just because I didn't get one to roll with double yellow high status. So good luck trying to find one of them, making one, but that's just as good, you don't lose or gain much. So what we're going to do, we've got it on heroic, I'm just going to show you what this is, and I'll show you something that I've only just recently noticed. So if you've noticed it weeks ago, months ago, whenever, good on you, but I only just noticed it recently. So I like to use a sticky bomb. I've discussed this before in another video. As opposed to chem launcher, its burn damage is slightly higher, it's got higher impact damage, therefore you kill the enemies quicker and you get your spread damage going quicker. The chem launcher, fire starter, doesn't do as much impact damage, but you do have more uptime on it because you've got 7 or 8 charges, whatever. So we'll just fire it off and we'll get a benchmark to see what it's going to hit at. We'll go for the orange numbers, 375672. Set the lower value on. The 80k that you can see is the ticks. So 875672. Just do another one. As you can see, it's topping out at 420, but we'll go for the 375672. Right, so what we're going to do now is change a couple of things around. So the first thing we're going to change is we're going to put the firm handshake on. As you can see, that's got 15% status effect, and I'll take the Val mask off and put the Eclipse on. So we should have effectively got 5% extra status effect. So let's see if this is harder than 375672. There we go. So we've got 416621. What you've got to bear in mind is we are losing the tick from the Val mask by having that on. So that's our new benchmark now, 416221. We'll just do another one just to make sure it's consistent. And I don't know if you can notice that the top end, the 420s, are not hitting. So we are losing a little bit of top end damage on we're not having the Val mask on. Why? I don't know. Right, like I say, I like to run this with the Scorpio. It's just fun to use. So now we're just going to put perfectly in sync on, which gives us a total of 40% extra skill damage. So all you've got to be doing is you've got to shoot the enemy. As you can see, I get a little gear cog under my UI. Yeah, if I put a skill on it, I get a gear cog on it. Yeah, the idea is to have both up. So if you're shooting and hitting them with your skills, you get both up. So each one's 20%. If you've got both up, you get double that, so obviously 40%. So we'll just shoot it. And as we can see now, 475, 475, 851. So that's not too bad. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change back to my Val mask build. And we're just going to try it like that. But with the Harmony, they're perfectly in sync again. Just so you get a benchmark again. So 433. So I think we've soundly proved that the Firm Handshake is going to do more damage. It'd be nice if we had a submachine gun with perfectly in sync on, as well as the AR and the rifle, but we don't. So, but anyway, that's by the by. It's a spread build, so it's about the damage. So the benefit of that one, it does have 15% weapon damage on, so it does give you a bit more weapon damage. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to change it to the capacity. So as you can see with capacity, we get 40 stacks of skill damage, 1.5% skill each stack, 60% damage in total. Now that's skill damage and not status effect. Yeah, so that should, by my reckoning, should not really affect the status damage, but I've got a feeling it is going to do. So now we've changed the build slightly, we'll just do sticky bomb again, and we'll watch the damage just tick by. 416621. Right, so we've got 416621. Now we're going to get the 40 stacks up on the capacity, and then we're going to do another sticky bomb, and we're going to see what difference that makes. There we go, 595112. Now I don't know why there's a variation. When I was testing this yesterday, I was getting 620 on the lower number. As you can see, that's doing 666. So that is a really good increase with the capacity. And now we'll just change it back one more time. Take the firm handshake off. Put the valve mask back on. We'll try it like this. That's dropped slightly, 471. Probably dropped because I didn't have 40 stacks, I don't think then. 615, 594, 549. So I think we've proved there that the strongest status for that is to have the firm handshake on. But you've got to bear in mind you're losing that tick damage from toxic delivery, which is basically 50% of your concussion grenade damage. And if we have a look at what that is on this build, it's 1.4 million, 6880, we'll call it 1.4 million. That ticks over 10 seconds, so that's pretty much 140k a second, so it's not a bad tick. So if you add that on to what you're losing by having the firm handshake, I think the valve mask is probably overall a stronger overall damage increase, although as we've proved, the firm handshake, because of the extra 5% status effect, is embedded to status. We'll just get the 30 stacks up again, and we'll just see if we can see what the valve mask is for. So we can see the ticks going by. So I'm working out which one's which. 80k. So, right, now the other thing we want to do is I'm not going to buff. So let's just just put this out again, just a standard one, 375672. Right, so the people have asked me about mods, so skill aced and damage. Now there's not much difference on the the sticky bomb. You've got more mods on the chem launcher. So what we'll do, we'll actually swap to the chem launcher to demonstrate that. So we'll go to the fire starter. And as we can see, that does 543 impact damage, 272 burn. We'll just let's get rid of that one. What we'll do, we'll just send a chem launcher out. Why's that not gone down? Let's get rid of it. We'll get a fresh group of enemies. Just wait for that tick to stop. Just to remind you, I've got the Val mask on here. So this is just straight with chem launcher. We'll look at the mods in a second. So put your chem launcher out, ignite it with a double tap, and we're getting 354, 574. So it's slightly a bit less than the sticky bomb. So remember that number, 354, 574. Right, let's have a look at the mods we've got. So we've got burn strength and radius. So let's change burn strength for damage. So we're going from 7.4 to 4.9 damage. Yeah. As you can see with the numbers on the side, the green numbers show that the impact damage increases, but the burn damage goes down. Let's see if that's the case. $338, 900. And we'll just swap the mod back to verify it. So 338, 900. Activate. So that just shows that there's not much in it. Obviously the burn damage is a higher percentage on this than the actual damage mod. You know, we've got 7.4% to 4.9. You know, we could do the maths and work it out. Is it like crit damage, headshot damage, which is just additional? Is it going to make much difference? I don't know. The way to try it would be to have two mods identical weighting on them and try them both and see what it is. Personally, I'd just go with the highest one you've got. The second mod I've got in is just radius there. You know, just to go with your cloud, your fire cloud as big as you can. So that's basically the status build that I run. As you can see, the capacity gives your status a big increase. It does a lot of damage. It's not a bad weapon, but personally when I'm playing this build, I'd like to play with a Scorpio. One, just because it's a load of fun to play with at the moment. Two, because it's a spread build. You do get why is that not firing? Bloody thing's broke now. Oh no, it's got me chem launcher and I was trying to fire my sticky bomb then. So I like to play at Scorpio just because of the effects has on spread build. You've got a chance of getting another tick with your poison, and with the shock, you'll see it shock that enemy there. And if you kill one with the shock on or with the poison on, that's going to spread to the other enemies as well with your Eclipse Protocol, as you just saw it on that one there, spread to that one. So it just gives you more dots. As you can see with the numbers going up at the side, the dots from the Scorpio ain't that strong. but the effect that it does is very strong. The shock effect on it is really, really good. The other thing I want to mention while we're on, a lot of people get this confused. I see some people running a spread build with a pestilence. The Plague of Outcasts it can be a very, very strong tick. On my build, on my LMG build, it ticks for about 1.1 million. I have seen people getting it over 3 million with group buffs, although it is difficult to keep up. The point is, it's a debuff. It says it hits a player debuff. Yeah, you do not get the spread of that debuff with your Eclipse or Creeping Death. You only get it from the talent on the Pestilence itself. Yeah, so it is not a status effect, it's a debuff. Yeah, but it is another tick, you know. I mean, if you want to play with it, it is still viable. It's just another debuff or whatever to spread around. We'll see what it ticks for on this build. So we can see it's ticking for 329, which isn't great, but we're on a skill build. You know, if we did put the Furman Shake on, we're going to get another 15% weapon damage. The Pestilence is all about weapon damage, and if I show you on my LMG build, which I can't do because it is, oh good god, massive, sort this shit out. So on my LMG build, you can see my Pestilence hits for 115k as opposed to 58 on my status, so that's going to do a lot more damage. So I hope that's explained a few things about the status build. Just one more thing I would say is that if you're on voice comms and you're playing with your group, they'll spot your chem launcher pretty quick. Yeah, that doesn't need a lot of communication. You know, you're firing it off, they're all on fire. You know, with the sticky bomb, if I'm on comms, I'll tell them, I'll just call my group, I'll say to them, I'm going to hit that one up right, and if they focus fire on it, and the quicker it's dead, the quicker it spreads. If you're not on comms or whatever, get in the habit of hitting a red one first, a red mob. They've got lower health. The quicker you kill it, the quicker it spreads. And on this, I mean, it's for 1.2 million anyway, so you're going to get them down pretty quick. So get your status effects as high as you can. Get your weapon damage, you know, weapon of choice, either Capacitor, Harmony. The other good one to mention is the Test Subject. It's quite a decent backup weapon. The only reason I don't use it with Capacitor is because they're both AIs, and if you run out of bullets on one, you're out on the other, except for what's in the magazine. So try and keep two different weapons. So if you have an AI there, put something else other than an AI there. Yeah. Specialization. Now, I've changed my loadout now. I was running when I had the Furman Shake on before. I did change it before I come in to Technician. That way we had a stack of 6 skill. When I run this build normally, I run it with the Survivalist, and I'll just quickly show you why I do that. It's for a skill on the talent tree, which is that tactical. Group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effect. So if you go in with this spread build, once you've got that fire going, everybody's getting 10% damage to them. Yeah. So if you do decide to take out the Val mask, and put the firm handshake in. Bear in mind you'll be down to 5 yellers, so I'll just quickly show you. So we'll put that back on, we'll go back down, and as you can see that now that says tier 5 instead of tier 6. So in that case I would probably swap it to the technician just to get the extra +1 skill tier from Amped. So little things like that to be mindful of. Also as well, if you're changing weapons, make sure that whatever weapon you've got active is selected down here. So if you're running with the capacitor, make sure you've got assault rifle up. If you're running with the Scorpio shotgun, if you're running with Harmony, have rifle damage. Yeah, just make sure whatever you've got selected is for the weapon of choice. Otherwise you're going to lose 15% damage from your weapon. So anyway, to conclude, I hope that clarifies a few status effects questions and how to build it. If there's any questions, hit me up in the comments below, and feel free to stay tuned for my new outro, which includes some music that I've made and some screenshots that I've been collecting for a bit. So let me know what you think, and for now, Mystic Dude out.